In this segment of the Engage Executive Quarterly, we have Kevin Campbell, Executive Vice President of the Bank of Manhattan. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you, Paul. Pleasure to be here.
Kevin, you have a different kind of a bank with a different look as far as how you get involved with customers out. Can you tell us a little bit about this and what your take on your bank is and your philosophy?
Sure. You know, banking, the fact of the matter is it's a commodity item. I think as most people look at it, it's a necessary evil. All banks, the money's green, whether it's Wells Fargo, Bank of America, pick a bank. But really what separates the good banks from the great banks is the people. All our products and services are pretty much the same throughout the country in terms of the banks. But when you provide that extra step of customer service, that's what you do to win the business and really differentiate yourself from the competition. And at Bank of Manhattan, that's what we do.
Well, Kevin, your background in coming to this and getting involved with the Bank of Manhattan, you're a little bit of a different banker from the get-go. I know that you've had some experiences in the past where you'd actually go out on construction sites to look at and to meet with the contractors and see how their work was progressing, and to make sure two things. One is that you were engaged with them and that they were getting the money they need when they needed it, but not any more than what they needed. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. You know, I take a real entrepreneurial approach to banking. I mean, most bankers look at it like, all right, we take in deposits and we give out loans, and that's kind of it. I want to get engaged with my customers. I want to help my customers grow their business, because if they're successful, then I'm going to be successful. But I love going out on job sites. I love sitting down with customers, try to make it a regular habit with all of our customers to sit down, you know, once a month, once a quarter, talk about what's going on. Bankers, we don't like surprises, you know, particularly when it comes to financial performance. But and you can alleviate those surprises by communication. It's simple. You know, more and more people are doing it via email or texting. But I tell you, there's nothing like sitting down with your customer or prospective customer and looking eye to eye and working things out. But what I really enjoy personally, I think one of the reasons why I've been successful and the Bank of Manhattan has been successful, we really take a special interest in our customers. So I want them to succeed, and it's what I call connecting the dots. So what I want to do is help you grow your business. So if I know somebody who, you know, maybe owns a company that should be doing business with you, I want to make those connections, what I call connecting the dots.
Well, and I think that that's what separates you a little bit from other banks. But the other thing about it, isn't it interesting that you're providing the economic stimulus in an entrepreneurial approach that needs to get the local businesses going? Yeah. Do you have any examples of that, of some people that you've worked with?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you a couple examples. And, you know, our job is to get the money out. I mean, that's how banks make money. You take in deposits and you lend it out at a higher rate. And you hope you get paid back. And I say that somewhat tongue-in-cheek, because that really is the focus of the business. But anytime I can get involved with a business, and I tell them on the front end, you know, maybe they're with Wells Fargo, or they're with Union Bank or Bank of America. I mean, pick a bank. I really don't care. But I tell them what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you grow your business. And invariably they look at me and they're like, yeah, okay, Casey, how are you really going to do this? How's Bank of Manhattan going to do that? But as an example, I have a uniform company. Local company, local business owner. He provides uniforms to restaurants and other companies like that. He's been very successful. Brought him in. I said, I'm going to help you grow your business. And he said, you know, yeah, sure. Well, in the past 3 months, I've made introductions to DirecTV, Petco, and another national food restaurant business. And now, whether he's got to win the business, I can only make the introductions, right? But the key is, and what he told me the other day at lunch, he said, Kevin, you're the only banker in town that I've ever met that really takes a special interest in my business. But I want to see him grow, because again, if he's successful, I'm successful, the bank's successful.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this segment with Kevin Campbell, Executive Vice President of the Bank of Manhattan.